Not about none of that. It's really about opportunity, scholarship, and see what works. See what fits in with the said financial need and what financial aid will cover. That's what it really comes down to. So if you don't care much about that and you just want to go there because your friends are going there, you're going to be in a lifetime full of debt and a lifetime full of stupidity, because that's what stupid people do. They still want to be tangled. It's like a whole entanglement. Like, what are you doing? That's not how that's supposed to go. We ain't entangling in nothing. So as you can already tell by the title of this video, you already know what time it is. You have to be comfortable being alone. Let me give you a good personal experience. Just yesterday, first day back in school, I talked to one of my friends. It's a female, not from here, a little out the way. And she's contemplating if she should go back home. She misses home per se, even though she don't live that far. And then, she misses her friends and all that. And I look at it like this. And I told her yesterday, I said, you cannot go there just because you miss them. You should only go there if it's really a better quote unquote opportunity. I'm an opportunist type of person. If I have to move or switch cities or switch states for a set opportunity or something that could really change my life in the long term and for the better, I'm taking that opportunity. I don't care what friends or family I'm leaving behind. And if your friends really are your friends, they will understand and there would be no problem. Honestly, that's the way I look at it, genuinely speaking. So you have to, I put it in that sense. I put it in that sense of, urgency. Like, you just gotta want it. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Like I said, she don't live that far, but it's still kind of like you're on your own, essentially. Like, you really are on your own. Roommate left, dipped, she went back home for the same reason. So it's like, I always say at certain points in my videos, or at least in some of my past videos, that you are who you surround yourself with. See how that energy kind of shifted onto her, already considering it, but now still leaning more towards it, but still kind of undecided. So you're kind of stagnant. I look at it like this. You do what you gotta do, you do you. But if I was you already know what I'ma say. Screw it, man. You away from home and it shows you responsibility. Most people use that time away from home in a whole different city or state, and especially in college, to mess around and do stupid stuff. But if you take that and look at it as an opportunity to make a name for yourself in a place where people don't know you, so you gotta almost recreate yourself. It's like a rebuilding stage. That's what's gonna help you the most long term. And it shows a test of your character. And that's something you have to really deep down, just that's more within. Like, you really have to be that's the core, that's at the soul, that's some real deep soul searching. So it really just comes down to that. You got to do it for you. And she already told me, her friends wanted her to go to a whole nother school, which was closer, which is crazy because they're both an hour. She's in the middle. She lives in the middle between the college I'm at and the college her friends went to. They're both equally an hour and some minutes away from each other. And she lives right in the middle. So it's like, it's still an hour commute, but she wants to, she misses her friends. Bruh, I don't like, me, I don't, well, for me, I got my few peers, I got my few friends from high school, but like, I don't miss them. And like, you could say, I guess, because I'm a guy, so it's different, but like, I don't even want to use the I'm a guy or you're a female narrative. We're not even gonna go there. It's more of just like, I guess we just understand each other. We understand there's risks, understand there's sacrifices. We want to do our own thing and better ourselves, but we can always hit each other up just to see how we doing, just to check in, see what we've been up to and everything if we don't know already. So it's one of those situations where that was a no-brainer, like, honestly. Because I know someone from high school who literally went to the same college as their friend because their friend was going. Guarantee you. Hands down. I could guarantee you 9.5 out of 10. Or 99.9% sure, like, that's the exact reason. Yeah, you could use the excuse environment. Yeah, that crow decided to come back. Environment, like, oh yeah, I like the environment, or I like the tour, the vibes felt right when I went on the, college campus tour. And I'm not saying that's not true. I'm not saying that at all. But I feel like if we had to really put it on a scale and which one you leaned it more into, probably because your friend went there. Like, if her friend decided to switch it up and go to the school I'm at, she probably will have followed her to my school. Let's be for real. And everybody at my school said that my college is boring, or why I would go here. You know, why would I choose this college out of any other college? Not them not knowing. Well, obviously, this fits my environment overall compared to the other schools. It's not about trying to stay as close as I can to home or get as far as away from home. It's not about none of that. It's really about opportunity, scholarship, and see what works. See what fits in with the said financial need and what financial aid will cover. That's what it really comes down to. So if you don't care much about that and you just want to go there because your friends are going there, you're going to be in a lifetime full of debt and a lifetime full of stupidity, because that's what stupid people do. They still want to be tangled. It's like a whole entanglement. Like, what are you doing? That's not how that's supposed to go. We ain't entangling in nothing. All right, like that's no. All right, that's clinginess, and that's annoying. I don't like clingy people. I just don't. I despise it. I disgust it. Because if you're clingy around me, I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy. Like, get away from me. Like, that, for me, that's annoying and a turnoff in any way, shape, or form. That's just me. You know, you can't be doing that. You gotta do it for you. When you're comfortable being alone, and I guess people could say like, oh yeah, like I remember someone asked me if I was a female, asked me if I was the only child. I know them. I was like, yeah, and they was like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, what type of slick shots you trying to throw? Like, what's up? You know, like, and it's not, it's like what's up with you? You know, it's always one of those situations where it's like people cannot fathom being by themselves. You know, and I don't know why. Like, I get it. We're humans. We're supposed to interact with people. But I'm the type where, you know, you got to find your crew first. And even when you do find your crew, you have to be comfortable when y'all schedules may not align at certain times, you know, or may not align when yours align. You know, you kind of always have to work around at certain points. And that really depends how big your friend group is, too. You don't need a big friend group. Just a small one that you can trust. Because in a big friend group, at least half of them are fake. Half of them are the enemy. Half of them is the opposition. And trying to get information to go spoil and tattletale to the other person that you either don't know or that you do know that you dislike, and they're playing both sides to it. It's always one of those situations with big groups. If you're in the rare percent and you have a nice big group and y'all are trustworthy and loving and caring and want the best for each other, great. If not, I'm not surprised. That is very rare, but it's not that it's not possible. It's possible, but rare. You know, so I say all that to say, do it for you. Don't do it because your friends are going there. Do it for you if it has the best program for your field, or, you know, has the best scholarship opportunity for you. That's what it comes down to. It doesn't matter if it's out of the city or out of the state. Yes, you're going to be away from home, but I feel like the main thing is because when they say they miss home, I feel like, I'm not saying that they don't or that they shouldn't miss home, but I also feel like it puts them in a position to where they're not ready. They're not ready for the responsibilities. They're not ready for this, that, and the third, depending on how you grew up, depending if you were spoiled. There's different factors that go into why people rather stay home. And when you stay home, you're comfortable and you're not as complacent. You know, well, oh wait, you are complacent because you're too comfortable. That's what I meant. You know, but if you're not comfortable, if you're comfortable being uncomfortable, you will always be on the go because you almost have no choice. It is a mindset shift, and you want to make it a mindset shift before life starts to hit you quick and then things start falling apart, you know, rapidly. You know, I know some parents want their kids to stay with them because even sometimes it's the parents' fault. They scolding them too much. I'm not saying you can't love your kid, but you can love them from a distance. They got to still learn responsibilities. Through their young years and pre-teens and teenage years, you're supposed to teach them about that stuff. That way, when they do go out on their own, go to college, whether it's close or far, they have responsibilities. They have, you know, all the skills that they need to thrive and just to be on their own, at least the basic ways of being on your own, you know, just being able to handle basic responsibilities. So that's what it really comes down to. So at the end of the day, you do what you want with this advice. It's up to you, especially if you're around my age or if you're in high school or college, currently in college, and you're considering transferring or, you know, quote, dropping out because of said people that you quote miss or whatever. I would advise you don't do that because that's stupid. All right, you got to go on your own path. You got to you know, you just have to. But that's how bad you want it, though. That's just me. I want it bad enough to where I'm willing to sacrifice anybody. If you with me, you with me. If you not, move out my way. I'm going there. You move out my way. That's it. None personal, it's just business. But that's in this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe. Comment down any other future videos you may want to see, recommend, request. If this resonated with you, if you're in the same situation or you know someone's in this situation, save it, watch it again later. As for the person who's in that situation or in a similar one, yeah, share this video with them so they can see, so they can hear and internalize it, and they have all the knowledge they need on, you know, if they really making the most logical, rational decision, and it's not just a whole emotional thing to it, emotional attachment. Well, until next time, I'm gonna see you on the next one.